Alright, so as the 2024-2025 season comes to a close, I thought it'd be a fun idea to do a series where I go through the top leagues and make my team of the season. And to clarify, by team of the season, I don't mean Barcelona, video over. I'm talking about going to a league, taking the best players and making a combined starting 11 out of them. In this video, we're going to start with La Liga, but I'd definitely love to do more leagues. I definitely want to do the Premier League, the Serie A, the Champions League maybe. Or even a starting 11 where I combine all the top leagues into one squad. Let me know what you'd like to see in the comments below. But yeah, starting out with La Liga, and I've been thinking about how to do this, and I think I want to put some restrictions on myself, because if I were just to go and pick the best team without any restrictions, it would look something like this. That's pretty boring. I don't want it to just be like this, you know, a combined Barcelona, Real Madrid 11, you know, maybe one or two Atletico Madrid or Athletic Club players sprinkled in there. No, I don't want it to be like that. So what I'm going to do instead is challenge myself to do all the team of the seasons, but with one player per club. I think that's going to make things really, really fun, really interesting. So let's waste no time. Let's get into it first with the goalkeeper for La Liga. So for me, honestly, this was an absolute no-brainer. Joan Garcia. He's going to be Espanyol's representative. And honestly, even if I was allowed to pick, you know, someone like Courtois or Chesney or Oblak, I think Joan Garcia might even get ahead of these guys because he has been so good this season. Statistically, I know stats aren't everything, but statistically, if you look up all the goalkeeping stats, like crosses claimed, like the goals he's expected to concede minus the goals he actually conceded, he is statistically the best performing goalkeeper in the entire league. Well, actually, there is a little bit of a caveat here, so a few of you guys might be suggesting Leo Roman, who is the Mallorca goalkeeper, who notably did some amazing performances against Real Madrid and Barcelona this season. Statistically, you know, in those few games that he's played, he has been better than Joan Garcia, but he has just played too little football this season to be considered for the team of the season, in my opinion. And that's why Joan Garcia goes in. He's an amazing goalie, and he is pretty much the main reason that Espanyol are not rock bottom of the league right now and actually have a chance to escape relegation. He's definitely going to be leaving Espanyol this summer. I've heard rumors that Brighton are interested. That would be an amazing signing for him. Whichever team gets him, I think, is going to be really happy. Alright, now I'm going to pick out my defense. Alright, this is my backline that I've chosen, and I really wanted to highlight the best defenses in La Liga. Athletic Club Bilbao are actually the best defense in the entire league, yes, better than the likes of Barcelona, Real Madrid, and even Atletico. So I had to put their main center back, Dani Vivian, in there. He's an amazing defender. I know they didn't really turn up against Man United, which is what, you know, if you're not a La Liga watcher watching, you might have a pretty low opinion of Athletic Club's defense, but their defense is organized excellently, and Dani Vivian is definitely a highlight. He'll be a mainstay as one of the main Spanish center backs, I think, for the future for sure. Also have to shout out Getafe. I know that their amazing defense is primarily due to Bordalas's insane tactics, but Rico is an amazing left back. I honestly really liked him at Bournemouth as well when he was there. I think he fits Getafe really well. Very physical player. Honestly, great at getting up and down the wings as well. So I think he is a prime candidate for left back. I'm very happy with my picks right here. Valjean, I really just had to highlight Mallorca's defense. They had a good defense as well. I've thought about putting Samu Costa, kind of moving him back to center back, but that didn't really work. And I have three midfielders that I think would be better than him. So I don't think Valjean is necessarily Mallorca's best player, but I think he does fit well in this team. And then same with Atletico, you may think, okay, well, Julian Alvarez is much better than someone like Llorente. And that may be true, but I think for the team, you're not going to find a better right back than Marcos Llorente. And Llorente is an amazing player, still underrated, honestly, for Atletico Madrid. And with Atleti's amazing defense, I had to put a representative from them in there, and Llorente is definitely the best pick. Alright, now let's pick our midfield three. I know exactly who I'm picking for this one. This one is honestly a no-brainer for me. Yes, we have an all-Spanish midfield of Isco, Zubimendi, and Alex Baena. I think this midfield honestly kind of picked itself. Now, obviously, these aren't the best three central midfielders in the league. You might be screaming at your screen to have Pedri in there, to have Jude Bellingham in there. But I'm going to save Real Madrid and Barcelona for the front line. And Isco and Alex Baena have both been two incredible attacking midfielders this season. Everybody knows Isco, of course. He's great. Statistically, one of his best seasons ever, but it's not really his stats. Again, it's just his incredible dribbling, his such a unique style of play. Alex Baena has the second most assists in the league this season behind Yamal, and I believe joint with Raphinha. Really, really good for Villarreal. I was honestly debating between putting him in or Ayoze Perez in the front line. But I did go with Alex Baena for Villarreal's representative. And then Zubimendi, although Real Sociedad had a pretty bad season by their standards, Zubimendi still stands out as an incredible player, and one that I think Real Sociedad would be really lucky to keep, and I think they might lose him this summer to someone like Manchester City, someone like Bayern, a really top team that needs a world-class defensive midfielder, because he's definitely that, and there was no doubt about it that he would be Real Sociedad's representative in this team. Yeah, I'm really happy with how this team is taking shape so far, and I've managed to save Real Madrid and Barcelona for the front line, so let me get back to you once I have that all filled out. Okay, so you may notice that there is a player missing right here. I just cannot decide. I'm going to decide it live with you guys, but these two I'm dead certain about. So Budimir, 21 goals is the tally I believe he's at right now for the season. An incredible season for him for Osasuna. He had to go in there. There was really no doubt in my mind. And Mbappe, yes, he can play on the left. He doesn't play there with Real Madrid, but I'm putting him there. He's the league's top scorer on his debut season, actually the statistically best debut season for a Real Madrid player in history. Even though he's honestly, I feel like it's kind of going under the radar how amazing this Mbappe season has been. I made a video about it a few days ago. Check it out if you want. But yeah, Mbappe had to go in this team. There are other Real Madrid players that are great and maybe could have filled out some of these spots, but I had to save it for Mbappe. And now at the end, I just couldn't decide. Obviously, Yamal is more natural on the right wing, blah, blah, blah. Raphinha can play there too. And I cannot decide between Yamal and Raphinha. So I'm going to just talk it through live right now. If we're just talking straight up goal contributions, Raphinha does beat Yamal. He has 18 goals and 9 assists for 27 goals and assists combined in the league this season, while Yamal has 9 goals and 13 assists for a measly 22 goals and assists combined. But Yamal leads the league in assists. He's also by far the best dribbler in the league. Raphinha maybe had bigger goals, you could argue. I don't know, they both had really big goals, really important goals for Barcelona. It's almost impossible. I think Yamal, it's more of an iconic season towards him. You know, he has more of a spotlight on him because of his age. But Raphinha, his directness, his goal-scoring ability, I think maybe what I'd say is Raphinha had a better first half of the season, while Yamal had a better second half of the season. It's almost impossible to choose between them. I think what I'm going to do, this is really, really harsh on Raphinha, but I think I have to go for Yamal. It's just so tricky, but I know he's not maybe statistically as good as Raphinha, but when you watch Yamal, there's just something different about him, something special. I think if we're doing the La Liga team of the season, ideally, obviously, we would put both of them in there, no questions asked. But limiting myself to one Barcelona player, I think it just has to be Yamal. You saw how hard of a decision that was. Please let me know in the comments below if you disagree, if you agree, how you would structure this team. How many changes would you make? Would you fill in, different positions with different clubs, different players? Please let me know in the comments below. I'd love to see if any of you can do perhaps a better team. I'm open to having my mind changed. But yeah, let me know in the comments below that, and also let me know what league you'd like to see me do next. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe to Footballers for more videos like this one.